Once upon a time, there was a young warrior named Kale. He was born into a family of warriors, and from a young age, he was trained in the art of combat. Kale was a natural fighter, and he quickly rose through the ranks of his tribe's army. Despite his success on the battlefield, Kale was haunted by a deep sadness. He had lost his parents when he was very young, and he had grown up feeling alone in the world. No matter how many battles he won or how much praise he received, he could never shake the feeling that something was missing. One day, Kale was sent on a mission to a distant land. His mission was to retrieve a magical artifact that would give his tribe an advantage in the ongoing war. Kale set out on his journey, determined to complete his mission and prove his worth as a warrior. As he journeyed through the wilderness, Kale encountered many challenges. He battled fierce beasts, crossed treacherous rivers, and climbed mountains that seemed to touch the sky. Each challenge he faced made him stronger, but it also reminded him of how alone he was. One night, as Kale sat alone by his campfire, he saw a shooting star streak across the sky. He made a wish, as he always did, but this time he wished for something different. He wished for a companion, someone to share his journey with, someone who would understand him. The next day, as Kale was crossing a vast desert, he saw a figure in the distance. As he approached, he saw that it was a young woman, about his age. She was also a warrior, and she was on a similar mission. Kale was surprised and delighted. He had never met anyone like her before. As they journeyed together, Kale and the young woman, named Lyra, became fast friends. They shared stories of their past, their hopes, and their fears. Kale found that he was no longer alone, and that the sadness that had weighed on him for so long was beginning to lift. When they finally reached their destination and retrieved the magical artifact, Kale knew that he had not only completed his mission, but he had also found something much more valuable. He had found a friend, a companion, and someone who understood him. Kale returned home to his tribe, victorious and changed. He knew that he was still a warrior, but he was no longer alone. He had found something that was more precious than any magical artifact, more valuable than any praise or honor. He had found a true friend,